Honorable Speaker, this House has got a central role in the budget-making process, a role that is not ceremonial. The framers of the Constitution, and indeed Kenyans generally, when they adopted the Constitution, had not envisaged a situation where the National Assembly of the Republic of Kenya would turn out to be a mere rubber stamp in the budget-making process. And I want to take you to the Article 95, Subarticle 4, A and B of the Constitution. The National Assembly determines the allocation of national revenue between the levels of government and so on and so forth. But at B, the National Assembly appropriates funds for expenditure by the national government and other national state organs. Honorable Speaker, as we speak, the budget policy statement, which was tabled in this House last week, is undergoing an examination process. But Honorable Speaker, what is coming out, and this is now becoming a trend which has to be nipped in the bud if the authority of this House is to be restored, that committees of Parliament, and especially departmental committees, are being turned into mere bystanders, if not conveyor belts, of the wishes of the executive. As a matter of fact, what the Constitution requires, and I've spoken, Honorable Speaker, to a number of chairs, and they are very, very disparate. I must say that. I won't name them. They are extremely helpless. What the Constitution envisages is that the national government would simply bring proposals, even if there was some selling, global selling from the National Treasury. That has also to be in consultation with the Parliament. But those proposals are supposed to be subjected to the departmental committees, which then would advise the Budget and Appropriations Committee. It was never envisaged that the executive would come with fixed mind and dictate to departmental committees, to the Budget and Appropriations Committee, on the very crucial matter of budget-making process. And therefore, I want to plead with my sister, Wako, to just be patient. Just be patient, so it doesn't interfere with my thought process. Honorable Speaker, I'm raising this thing early in the day so that you can provide clearer guidance in line with the Constitution and the relevant statutes, especially the Public Finance Management Act, Honorable Speaker, that as we speak, there are ministries that have already declared that monies allocated to their ministries would have to be in this particular manner, that these monies will have to go to these specific functions or roles or purposes that Parliament would only have to rubber stamp. So I want you to, Honorable Speaker, without really belaboring the point, and I know you can actually give guidance on this matter, so that everybody else gets to understand that this House does not have a mere ceremonial role or duty in the budget-making process. It is actually the House with the powers, the primary powers, to make the budget. I submit, Honorable Speaker.
I want a government respondent to that. Naomi Wako, are you turning this House into a rubber stamp?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. It's unfortunate that the minority leader is saying that this great House, this Honorable August House, has been turned to a rubber stamp, which is very unfortunate, and him included, because we passed the finance bill last year, and he's part of the people who passed the bill. It is this House that passed the bill, and today he's accusing members of parliament to have become rubber stamp. That is very unfortunate. That is not our role. Our role is to do our work, legislate, and represent our people in the best possible way. And again, Honorable Speaker, he has said that the government is dictating. That is not the role of our government. Our government is there to guide the nation. Our government is there to bring development. Our government is there as executive, and it is not there to dictate. And I think our minority leader has not passed the right message to the people. Thank you.
He almost sounded like a whistleblower. So I don't know, Honorable Speaker, if he has more information, for instance, to those particular committees that are being intimidated or being asked to actually pass the budget that has been made by other authorities. And if he had such information, then he should tell us more, so that we are able as Parliament able to protect, speak to those chairmen, and so on and so forth. So I also was unable to take his matter with great seriousness, because he needed to be more vivid to indicate that this is what's happening here and here. Otherwise, ordinarily, I would want to stand with what he said, that it is this House to appropriate these monies. But Honorable Speaker, as I finish, he needs to give more information if we have such a cases happening, which committees, so that then we can intervene.
We have the policy statement, we have the ceilings, but we are also able to listen. And today we were signing a report whereby we were recommending to budget and appropriations that the ceilings given are not sufficient for those MDS. Where we have to make an alteration, we are making those alterations. But we have not been coerced. We have not been forced by anyone to write these reports in any particular form. Therefore, what he says is not correct unless there are other committees where there has been any such recommendation.
I would have expected the distinguished member to say, chairman of this and this committee has come and protested of being intimidated. On this and this day, a member of the executive came to railroad the committee to do this and that. No evidence whatsoever. So what the honorable member has said is just in keeping with his role as an opposition leader. He has every right to raise any manner of issues that he wants to keep the House busy. But it is not a matter worth debating. I can assure you, Honorable Wandai, that as long as I'm your Speaker, this House cannot and will not be turned into a rubber stamp. And I want to encourage you that in the event you see any such traits, attempts, or even intentions to turn the House into a rubber stamp, the office of your Speaker is open to you. And chairman of committees, if any one of you is intimidated, again, the Speaker is here to protect you. And the law and the Constitution also protects you in the discharge of your duties and responsibilities. So let the matter rest there. The Honorable Wandai has brought absolutely no matter to continue to discuss.